All right, just a really quick video. Just wanted to show you guys why it's really important to replace the fuel filters, especially in a diesel vehicle. I'm just going to show you something really quick. So the vehicle that we are looking at today will be a Mitsubishi Fuso truck. So these fuel filters have been in the truck for 2 months and around about, I think, 4,000 kilometers they've been in the truck for. So I'm just going to show you what the filter looks like and what's in the bottom of the filter housing and what it's called and what to look out for. Okay, so this is the fuel filter that came out of the truck. So as you can see, the filter itself is not actually incredibly dirty. It's got a little bit of sort of staining on the top and bottom of the filter, but the filter itself is not is certainly not bad by any means. This filter over here is a brand new one. So as you can see, nice and clean. That filter there was obviously originally white. This one's got a bit of a yellow tinge to it, so it does look a little bit different, but essentially that filter is not incredibly dirty. But the filter itself is not the issue. What the issue is, and I'll just grab the torch so you can see, this is the housing that the filter sits in. So you can see in the bottom of the housing there, all of that sludge that's built up in the bottom of the housing. What that is often referred to as is diesel algae. It's not really algae because algae needs basically direct sunlight to actually grow. So what it is actually what they call microbes. So it's essentially a sludge that grows and builds inside diesel tanks. And then obviously as the diesel is used throughout the tank, it is pulled through the fuel lines and goes into the filter housing. So what happens is, we'll call it algae, grows inside the fuel tank of a vehicle. For this instance, it's grown inside the fuel tank of this Mitsubishi Fuso. What happens from there is the algae is pulled through the fuel lines into the filter housing. What happens from there is the filter will actually be blocked up by the algae. So this one certainly isn't too bad, but what will happen is eventually that algae will build up so much inside this filter housing that this fuel filter will be blocked by the algae, which will cause issues with your engine, possible damage to the engine, fuel pump injectors, etc. And can obviously also make the engine stall as well. So this filter was replaced 2 months ago. All that algae was cleaned out 2 months ago and the tank was cleaned out. So this shows you just how quickly in the right climate this stuff can grow. So really important to make sure that you keep on top of your diesel filter changes and keep an eye out for this. If it is, you need to buy some additive to put in the fuel tank to kill this algae essentially. So yeah, just a really important thing to keep an eye on with these filters.